Coherence. So I'm going to take you through all of the main concepts that form this, as it's typically one of the harder things for students to understand. So Cohesion and Coherence, if you just type them both into Google, you can see, if you pause it, the definition on the left and the right almost identical. So an important factor for us is that anytime you're doing English language Googling, if that's something you should even be doing, you're going to add linguistics in there, so it can sort of narrow down the definitions, because we don't tend to use words in the standard way that they are used online or on dictionary. Right, so cohesion is the text sticking together, whereas coherence occurs in the brain. So it's taking a bit of an assumption on how much reading ability and background knowledge your average reader would have, but it's how coherent the text would be, how easy to understand, or just how able to be comprehended. So again, coherence occurs in the brain, so we tap our forehead knowingly, as in that meme. Cohesion, again, think of glue, think of a chain, think of a web, think of the connective ties between your fingers as a way to make it memorable. Basically, these are all features of discourse. So we're imagining we're zooming out on the text, and cohesion would be if we highlighted every part of the text that connected it to itself. So that might be syntactic, same sentence structures. It might be semantic, so same meaning, same semantic field, and other features like that, which you can read about and learn about in another video. Right, so the opposite, to be incoherent, obviously means it doesn't really make sense. So if you pause and read over that, that should help to make it clearer. Incohesive, however, is basically, it doesn't connect, it's not on topic. If you know comedian Young Philly, he often does things like that, where he's talking about a range of different topics in a very confusing way, and that little text there is another good example. In the extreme, we would say, not even say that something was incohesive, but we'd say it wasn't even a text. So that bottom left maybe doesn't even qualify as a text, though it is, you know, a string of words, and obviously you're very unlikely to get a text of this kind on an exam.